Thank you once again for joining me for another one of our video segments. Today we'll be talking about the Scopes trial, specifically William Jennings Bryan, who appeared in an article from the New York Times on July 7th, 1925. Bryan was brought in to defend the Christian faith, fundamentalist Christianity, or in Christianity as a whole, while his opponent Clarence Darrow was brought in to defend John Scopes during the trial. One of the interesting aspects of the trial is that Clarence Darrow was able to get William Jennings Bryan on the stand. As a result, he really convinced Bryan to go on record and specify what exactly he meant, what were his beliefs regarding creation. By doing so, Bryan goes on record, and although the case is lost, Darrow really kind of wins because what ends up happening is he does not understand himself. He was able to back back himself out of it, and once the conviction, of course, uh, goes through, eventually it will be overturned later on. What's important here is that Bryan goes on the record and he's quoted saying that this was a duel to the death, which is very important because he felt that if Christianity lost, if his side lost, uh, in this trial, that Christianity would begin to decline. And that becomes a major issue for people who believed in this type of uh, ideology. We see, of course, now that creation theory is no longer taught. It's being taught through scientific approach, scientific methods. So we've seen these changes in the past. Roughly now we're going about 100 years, 95 years, where we've moved away from creation theory to scientific method. And that is one direct result from the end of this trial. What it really does is it really kind of sheds light to where we were going in terms of education and where we are now in the 21st century. So that is one of the major impacts that we saw with the outcome of the case. Once again, thank you for joining me for another one of our segments. Hope you have a great week.